One of the reasons Disney Plus is taking off so much is because Hamilton was available on Disney Plus, and so I'm seeing some head nods in the room. Online, maybe you're watching Hamilton on one screen and me on another screen. I'm not sure what you're doing, but to be able to see Hamilton, so Sienna Cypress downtown, you've been watching it too possibly? Well, Kelly and I went, my wife and I went to New York City, back when you could go to New York City, okay? It was in the BC era, before COVID, right? So we went to New York, and we were there, and it was a great trip, and our hotel was kind of close to Times Square there in Broadway, and so Kelly was getting ready, and I got ready a little bit faster than she got ready. Most homes, the man gets faster ready, and he wins the battle. So I said, hey, here's what I'm going to do. I'm ready before you. I don't want to just sit in the room. I'm going to go over, and I'm just going to see if we can get tickets to Hamilton. And just see what happens. You know, maybe there'll be some Hamilton tickets somebody will give back, and we'll score some Hamilton tickets. So she said, great, no problem. I said, just text me, call me, and I'll tell you where I am, and here's where it is on such street. So I go over there, and so what do you do in Texas when you need to get tickets? You walk up and down the street, you put up how many tickets you need. I need 2. So I put up 2 tickets like I'm at an SEC game, and I'm walking down, whatever street it is, doing this because everybody's lined up because nobody wants to be late, and I'm just waiting for somebody. Oh, that's great. And then I've got this amount of cash in one pocket to go. That's all I got. And then I got a little bit more over here, I wasn't going to deceive, but I had to, you got to play, you want to show all your cards. So I'm doing this, and so this guy pulls me aside that works for Hamilton, not like, I think the real Hamilton's been dead for a while, but works for the play Hamilton. And so he pulls me and says, hey, in a great New York hospitality, hey, what do you think you're doing? I said, well, sir, I'm trying to get maybe 2 extra tickets. Somebody maybe had 2 extra tickets. Do you want to get arrested? I said, no, sir, I'm from Texas. I don't have a clue what's going on, okay, in this entire thing. And last thing I want to do is get thrown in a New York jail, okay? So I do not want to get arrested. He said, here's how you do it. I said, okay. He said, sometimes we have extra tickets. If you want extra tickets, you sit on that little stoop right there against the wall. And you wait, and then we'll call you when everybody else has gone in, and then we'll see if we got extra tickets for you. So I was like, okay. But I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that, is what I'm trying to think, because he's kind of fronting me, and I'm kind of, I don't know if I want, and I'm like, no, I'll be humble, right? So I sit down on this kind of dirty sidewalk stoop and lean up against the wall, and it's kind of like a curb on a curb, and then all the people with tickets are going by, so it's the ticket people, and then it's the street, so all the ticket people are going by, and they're all looking at me like, right? They're like, we're going to the theater, and you're out here, So I'm just sitting there, and there's a couple of people in front of us, and I'm not mad. I'm just, kind of people watching. And so then Kelly comes, and so I said, have a seat now that you've gotten ready on the stoop here of the dirty curb in New York City. So we sit here, and they start pulling in 2 people, and then they pull in the next 2 people, and they pull in the next 2 people. So finally we get in, and we're the last 2 people they call in. And we come in, and we're standing there at the window, and the guy goes, we only got 1 seat left. And we got a standing room only seat. And so she's looking at me. She's like, we don't have to do this. And I said, no, you do it. You get the seat. No, we don't have to. I don't want you to have to say. So we're kind of doing this. And he's like, come on already. So we're like, let's do it. Okay, let's just do it. We're here. Let's just go for it. So we did it. And so we bought the seat. So we walk in the door. And so now we got these 2 tickets. And I got standing room only. We walk up to the lady that's like showing you where your seats are. And we don't know where the seat is. We just bought it, right? We just got it. We got this incredible deal, really, really, really low price type of thing. And so we get it. So we're expecting the back of the room. So they look at Kelly's seat and they go, okay, ma'am, follow me. And they start walking to the front. And she's on the 7th row on the aisle at the front that's standing there. And I'm there, and I'm like watching this happen. I'm like, yeah, this is good. She'll have a great time with me. Who knows? I'm in standing room only. So I tell Leah, I said, I'm in standing room only, but you just took my wife down there. If another seat comes available, I'll be way back in the back by the peanuts that cost $95, and I'll be back there, and you just wave at me, and I'll just sit down if you find another seat somebody doesn't show up. And she says, well, follow me. And so she takes me to about the 15th row and sits me down on the 15th row where somebody isn't going to show up or, I don't know, and she knows it's blank. So I sit down there. So Kelly's down there, and I'm like, and she's like, so we do that for back and forth. So I start making friends. How much your seats cost? And so we switched during intermission. But it was incredible. I was just like, I just want to be in the room where it happens, in the room where it happens, in the room where it happens. That's a line from Hamilton for those that haven't seen it. So we're here in that. But you know what? Let me tell you what. Just to give you an illustration, not that that's any big thing, just a little thing to end with. Are you and I ready to be standing room only? Will we sit on the stoop? Will we do whatever God wants us to do? And say, Lord, I'll be outside. If we don't even get in, it's fine. But Lord, if you get us in, I'll be standing room only. And even at standing room only, I'll let you seat me where you want to seat me. And what happens is God does something in your heart that begins to be a humble spirit. Humility is an action, but it's also an attitude. And it comes from great heart work. And we'll all have bursts of pride. There's no doubt about it. But let God place you where he wants to place you. And when he places you there, you just be faithful. Hey, thanks for watching. To find out more about Houston's First, you can subscribe to our channel or you can go to houstonsfirst.org.